Yo, what's good? I know it's been a while since I made a video. Don't worry about it though. I'm back. Um, I was going through. Well, I got me a little job now, so I could provide for myself. And I relapsed from semen retention. I was on day 166. I was kind of going through it after I relapsed. Because I kept trying to get back on it, but I kept relapsing. But that's okay because now I'm good. I got my mind right. I'm straight, and I'm on my shit now. Right now I'm on day 4 of semen retention. So, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm just letting y'all know. I've been working and stuff. Working this little slave job just so I could fucking provide for myself. Buy my own vegan food and my own stuff. Soon I'm gonna be getting a new phone, so there's gonna be, better, better quality videos. Now, the title of this video is we gonna be talking about different types of waters to drink, and I also have a question for y'all. Where is Jesus? First, we gonna talk about the water. All right. So, all right. So, a lot of people think that just because their water is alkaline, that it's healthy for you. Now, that's completely incorrect and false. Um, you gotta stop putting so much attention on the pH level and start putting your attention towards what's actually in the water. Your water could be 9.5, 10 pH level, but if it has a whole bunch of metals in it, and it still has chemicals and magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate and fluoride and all that stuff in it, then what's the point of drinking it? Yeah, you might be raising your pH level, but you're still putting stuff, inorganic stuff in your body. So, water that I advise is this right here. I got this big ass gallon right here for 85 cents at Price Right. If you live in Buffalo, you know what that is. You should. It's called distilled water. Right there. Distilled water. Now, why should you drink distilled water? Because number one, what does distilled water mean? Well, distilled water goes through the same process that the earth uses to clean the water. Evaporation, I think it's like evaporation, something with a P, participation or something, and then decogitation. I don't know. I don't really remember right now, but I know what it is. So basically, you get a distiller. You can buy one, or you just get distilled water from the store. And it's funny because this shit is so cheap, and it's probably the best water you can get. I would think that they would make you. You know what? Never mind. Let me not even say that. But distilled water is just water, bruh. Like nothing else is inside of this water. Just water, pure water, no fluoride, no metals, nothing. The second greatest thing about this water, wait, but before I say that, you probably saying, what's the pH level on here? Well, the pH level is probably like 7 or 7.5, just this. But the thing is, it doesn't have anything in it. So that means you can put your own stuff. You put lemons and limes, put oranges, get the minerals in there. get the nutrients in there, and you drink it, and it'll naturally electrify the water and raise its pH level. So, yeah, the second thing is that drinking this is probably the fastest way, more faster than drinking fucking apple cider vinegar. This is the fastest way that you can decalcify your pineal gland and your pituitary gland and get rid of all the metals and chemicals out of this body that you're in. You drink this distilled water, I promise you, your third eye will be wide open. Now, you still have to, of course, power up your third eye, if that's what you want to say, by meditating, by, holding in your sexual energy and transmuting it, doing yoga, listening to higher frequency music, the type of foods that you eat, the type of colors that you surround yourself with, crystals, stuff like that. So, yeah. Sink water from the sink. I don't care where it's coming from. It could be coming from a fucking mansion. If it's coming out the sink, it has fluoride in it. If you don't have what's it called? One of those things that you put a filter. If you don't have a filter, like a specific filter that removes all that shit, fluoride and all that, then it has fluoride, and it has more than that. It has, people, like, all that shit that is getting stuck in the pipes. I remember one time the water in the house wasn't, it was off, so I couldn't shower, I couldn't do nothing. It was coming back, and I was watching it come out. Bro, when I tell you, when that water first came out, it was so fucking dirty and brown. And I'm like, and then it quickly turned clear. And I was like, bro, hell no. That's what people are drinking. I'm not drinking that shit. And, either way, I'm not going to drink it because I know it has fluoride in it. So I drink distilled water. This is probably the fastest way you can decalcify your pineal gland and get rid of all the chemicals and fluoride out your body like that. You keep drinking this and nothing but this, it latches on. I'm going to give you some common sense. This water has nothing in it. So when you drink it, you're not putting nothing in your body but water. So it latches on to what's already inside the body. And you flush it out, whether you pee it out. And yeah, actually I gotta pee right now, so give me a second. Alright, I'm back. So, like I said, this is probably the best water you could drink because it has nothing in it. Now, I would advise you to put this water in a glass cup because it might not have nothing in it, but it's still sitting in plastic. So, yeah, you might want to put it in a glass cup and drink out of that because glass is actually a crystal. And it's just better for you. So, yeah. Stop thinking just because it says fucking alkaline 8 or 9, 9.5, 10, that it's healthy for you. Nah, bruh. That doesn't mean anything. It still has inorganic minerals, chemicals, fluoride, magnesium, sulfate, chlorine. All that shit is still in the water, bruh. Don't let that shit fool you. Drink distilled water. This is pure water. So, now we're going to talk about the second topic. We're going to talk about Jesus real quick. A lot of people's fake ass God. So, where is he? Where he at? Where he at? You know, there's kids starving right now. You know that, right? These kids, it's not their fault. Well, if you want to talk about a spirit, if you want to talk about this in a spiritual standpoint, it kind of is their fault because they chose that lifestyle, you know, before they came down here into their body. But I'm saying, I'm talking to all these religious people. There's people starving, bruh. Crying, hurting inside, praying, bruh. They're praying. And they've been praying their whole life. There's kids, little kids who don't know nothing. 5-year-olds, 6, 7, getting raped right now. Underground, sex trafficking, organ harvesting is going on, racism. Where the fuck is your God at? Where he at, bruh? You know how many people are going through it? Most of the world is going through it. And they think putting their hands like this, getting on their knees, and looking up at the ceiling or at the fucking stars is gonna summon some white man that's just gonna fall out the sky and he's gonna make everything better. Well, guess what? He's 4,000 years late. He's late as fuck. You know how long people have been praying and crying and hurting and starving and getting raped, and this motherfucker still hasn't shown up? But all I gotta do is pray to your God, and he gonna make it better for me. These people who are going through this shit, they do believe in your God. They do pray, and they still don't get any help from him specifically. Bro, you know what pisses me off? When people say, I ate today because Jesus put food on my table. No, bitch. You put food on your table. Didn't no fucking man come down here and put food on your table? You put food on your table. What about the kids? I can understand maybe a grown-ass man that knows better and he's still doing wicked shit. But what about the kids? They don't know any better. They're kids, bruh. What about the animals that's getting slaughtered in these factories? Getting pregnant forcefully. What about that? You know how long this has been going on? Where the fuck your God at? Where he at? Where's Jesus at? With all this shit going on, where he at? Is he in a coma? In heaven? Is he taking a nap? Is he on lunch break? He must be taking a real fucking long nap. Bruh, he doesn't exist. The Bible is allegory. Okay? It's allegorical. It's not literal. The Bible is trying to tell you something else. It's not literally saying any of these people actually fucking existed. It's not literally saying that Jesus rose, he died and rose. He died he died for 3 days and then rose. That's allegorical. Why do you think these pictures they always have Jesus under the sun? Well, they used to. Now they got him blocking the sun. That's symbolism. Jesus is not real. Jesus is just a character that was made up to represent the sun. They say Jesus can walk on water. Well, the sun reflects on water. They said that Jesus and Lucifer, but Jesus calls himself the morning star. What is a sun? A sun is a star. This sun is a star in our solar system. The sun, it rises. It rises every morning. The morning star. The rising star. In the Bible, bro, I'll go get it right now, bro. It ain't mine, but I'll go get it. It says that it's okay to have slaves. It's okay to have slaves. What? What are you talking about? It's okay to what? It's okay to put another motherfucker in chains? It says that, why the fuck should a god have to be worshipped? This must be a very, very insecure God. He's a God. Why does he need other people's validation for him to feel good? It makes no sense. Most of y'all are fucking hard-headed. And y'all don't want to think. You don't want to think outside the box. Plus, your third eye is closed, so you can't. This is why I fucking was talking about water earlier. He doesn't exist. Where was he when you was going through it? When you was starving? When you was getting beat? Where was he? Nowhere to be found, right? I used to pray when I was a kid. Just because I wanted to see if it was going to actually work. I used to pray all the time. Nothing happened. You know when things started to change? When I started to change. That's when my reality outside started changing. When I started changing my vibration internally. That's when it happened. Law of attraction, nigga. Manifestation. Law of vibration. You attract what you are. You do not attract what you want. You cannot say, I want that, but you're not at the same vibration to even attract that. Why do you think when you're at a negative vibration, you attract negative things, negative people, negative situations? Because you attract what you are. And I don't mean what you are physically. You can be a fucking... I mean vibrationally. Everything is spiritual. First it comes spiritual, then it comes mental, then it's emotional, then it's physical. Because first it's spiritual. Then you have to think about it. Then you had to add the emotion, energy and motion. Then it becomes physical. Ain't no fucking blonde-haired, blue-eyed motherfucker in the sky gonna ever come down here. I promise you that. He's not. Moses, Jacob, all them niggas do not exist. They took Jacob from Yakub. They made religion to take melanated people from in Africa, in Egypt, in ancient Samaria, to enslave us, to take us away from nature, to take us away from spirituality, and to program and indoctrinate us and cage our minds, to keep us like this, so they can keep control, to keep us controlled. That's it, bro. And it's also about astrology in the Bible. Like I just said about the fucking sun. Stop worshiping this fake ass God. And that goes for the rest of the religions. They're all fake. All these fucking characters had virgin mothers. All these characters have the same fucking story. Just different people, different names. They have the same fucking story. And it all started in Egypt. Those gods, Horus, Osiris, Isis, Anubis, those gods are not real gods. But guess what? The Egyptians, they knew that. They knew that they didn't really think that these gods were real in the sky. It was symbolism. It was symbolism. It was symbolism. They were representations of ourselves. Horus. What does that mean? What does that mean? The hero. They were all representations of ourselves. The Egyptians knew that there wasn't an actual fucking Horus in the sky. There wasn't an actual fucking Ra in the sky. But these people took that story, made it up into their own, turned those people into fucking white people and Israel people and all that bullshit, and then gave it to us and took us away from nature, then enslaved us, raped us, murdered our children and our women, raped our children and our women, murdered us men. Don't you get it? It's all about control. It's all about control. That's all they care about. You know why? Because they don't want us to unlock our DNA. They don't want me and the rest of these melanated people to walk up in that bitch and do some telekinesis on their ass. And do some pyrokinesis on their ass. They don't want us to know how great we are. How much potential we actually have. What's really in our blood, in our DNA. Where we really come from. They try to put us down and put themselves up. Because they know that they ain't shit and we the shit. And I'm not talking about all Caucasian, white people. Because, it's not all of them. I'm talking about these Freemasonic motherfuckers. These elites in the government. That's it for the video. I hope you take this to the mind, bruh. And really get on your spiritual shit. Because religion is not real. It's fake. It's bullshit. Believe it or not, bruh. You gonna find out sooner or later. I'm out. Peace.